Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a good New York minute, if you will, but hey, we're still good. Oh wait, we're in Philly we're at the Lycoraceous Center, or however you pronounce it, and basically the whole thing is, yeah, owned by Temple University. So, yeah. And here we are for Dynasty, you ask. That's what we've got going on this coming Sunday. More quarterfinal Owen Hart Cup matches, a bunch of championship matches, and I don't know. I've been kind of a little on and off with AEW because I've been busy handling real stuff. And honestly, that, you know what? We're going to get into it very, very soon. Just you wait, my friends. I'm Coffee Lover 239. I would call him our resident John Moxley stan, but with the way John Moxley has been as of late, I don't know if that's fitting. So, Justine.
Oh well.
Yes, I know, I didn't do the usual bit, but unfortunately, you know. Well, as a matter of fact, why don't we get into it very soon, shall we? It's literally the first match on the card. Wait, the first match on the card? Yes, my friends, Jon Moxley, Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Championship. I would just click the Fightful tab to read the information about this match because it's not here on Wikipedia, even though it should be. But you know what? I'm done. I would have to spend more time and energy on this entire Death Rider storyline than I honestly want to as of late. That's how checked out I am with this crap. And actually, I'm not even going to bother with the gist of it here because there's a double output. If the others were here, I'd just go first and then let everyone go. But since it's not, and it's like old times, Dean, who you got?
What match I was typing?
It's Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland for the World Championship.
Oh, Swerve, I don't care. Swerve, I'm tired of the Death Riders. I love John Moxley. If I didn't have it,
Yes.
but Swerve, I'm done with the Death Riders.
I
I am
know.
done. I
You
am
and me
done.
both. You and me both, man. You and me both. Why do you think I barely even said any
Mo-
thoughts?
John Moxley has lost. John Moxley has lost aura, and let people like to say it now. Aura nowadays.
You know what it is, really? I think the problem is every time something has gone wrong for TK, he's leaned on Moxley like a crutch, you know, like what happened when Punk went to hell. It died. It just died like that, man, here. Yeah, so, and this time it's gone too far. Okay, the way I see it, I don't even know anymore, man. I would not put it past TK to have Mox retain. So here's what I'm gonna say. My head says to play it safe with Mox, but my heart says Swerve. Whichever one you want to go with is up to you. But either way, as long as Moxley loses that belt and the Death Riders go bye-bye, I will be happy. Otherwise, yeah. Next. Oh, hold on. We had a small little hiccup here. Okay, let's try that again. Thank you. It's Timeless Tony Storm versus Megan Bain for the AEW Women's World Championship, if I could speak. So, Tony Storm will defend her Women's Championship against Megan Bain at AEW Dynasty. This bout was confirmed on the March 23rd episode of Collision Slam Dunk Sunday. Storm issued the challenge on the March 19th episode of Dynamite, but she sent another message to Bain on Collision. So, here we go. That's it. Simple, easy. I think this will be an enjoyable match. Maybe a bit predictable, but you know what? Hey, sometimes that's what you need. Who you got, Diener?
Uh, well, who do you pick? I want to hear you on this one.
Oh, well, given how, again, Tony Storm's kind of a crutch, but albeit not a bad one at that, who still has an entertaining gimmick for the most part, I think Tony Storm will retain. How about
Hmm.
you?
I love Mega Bane. I do. I think she'll be a world champion pretty soon, but not now. I think Thompson will go retain. I do love Mega Bane. She's very good.
Oh,
She's
yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Hopefully, this loss will help still get some rub off of her or onto her from Tony Storm, because chin, titch, shoe. Next, Kenny Omega versus Ricochet versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Well, shit. I'm kind of soured on Ricochet, full disclaimer right now, after, yeah, he believes he's high on his own farts, in a way to put it lightly. So, yeah, him and Speedball Mike Bailey are going to AEW Dynasty. I'm liking Speedball so far from what I've seen, but here's what happened. It was a fatal four-way on the March 19th edition of Dynamite between Speedball Mike Bailey, Orange Cassidy, who, as much as we missed the hype man to help with this, yeah, that wasn't going to save him here, Mark Davis, who probably should have actually won looking back, and, well, Ricochet. And the winner would face Kenny Omega for the International Championship at Dynasty. In true Undertaker and Kane pinning Steve Austin at the same time fashion, well, not exactly. What happened was Mike Bailey and Ricochet basically pinned Mark Davis, who shouldn't have gotten the pin. Basically, Bailey stacked Mark Davis for the pin, but Ricochet jumped in at the last moment and basically did an illegal pinning maneuver on the ring. Yeah, he put his foot up on the ropes. So Bryce Remsburg had no choice but to put them both in the match. I'm sure this will be a fine match, but again, kind of a little predictable. Kind of a little predictable, but what are you going to do? It'll be a banger, that much is certain. We've got three great, talented in-ring people, and it's good that Kenny Omega's holding the belts again, so, yeah. What you got, Dean?
Oof. I want Speedball to win, but it's Kenny.
Yeah, I got to agree with you there, man. Kenny is still going to get it here. And hopefully Ricochet will actually take the fall. Maybe humble him, but then again, seeing how TK does the dirty work, so TK doesn't have to on social media with, well, one JD. Oops, the cat's out of the bag. Yeah. And given the mental health stuff he's been dealing with earlier or last month, yeah, none of that shit was needed. So yeah, I'm going with Kenny Omega. Ooh. If there's one place the Death Riders could be crippled at for now, it's in the Trios Championship, according to this match. We've got Claudio, Pac, and Wheeler. Well, there's a term. I wish I could say
No, you
Wheeler
should
Whipping
say
Boy.
bum. He's a
No,
bum.
no, it doesn't flow right. There's something else. What's a fancy term we could do for Stockholm Syndrome? Because that's how it feels like they've booked Wheeler Yuta with this crap. I don't know. Just you fill in the blanks here. So them against Rated FTR, Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, and Edge. Because if I keep saying Adam Copeland too many times, I might have a Freudian slip and accidentally call him Cope. And I don't think we want that, do we? No. No, we don't.
You,
Or
you do.
shut up, Dean. Or maybe I should go with Cope Hogan, kind of like what Monster was called him at some point. No, I don't even want to. Okay, so here's what happened. On the March 26th edition of Dynamite, it was a big old sit-down interview between Schiavone and FTR. Schiavone was breaking it down. Harwood interrupted and apologized to Edge and Cash Wheeler. Harwood explained himself, saying he felt like FTR took a break from chasing tag team gold to help, well, Edge in a quest to gain the AEW World Championship. Harwood was frustrated with him not being able to get the job done. And so basically, Edge fired back, reminding Harwood he returned to AEW to help FTR fend off the Death Riders, which they're doing a very shit job at, might I add. And before Hart could respond, Cash Wheeler got in the middle of the conversation and said he can't stand to see the two fight. And after clearing things up, Harwood announced that FTR is coming for the Hurt Syndicate and their belts. But Wheeler pivoted and told Harwood that he rated FTR to challenge for the Trios Championships. So, a change of course. The challenge was officially issued by Edge, and the segment came to an end. So Harwood and Edge had another minor disagreement of that signature catchphrase. I'm sure it is what it is, but again, anything Death Riders I'm checked out on. And that goes also for everyone else who's being dragged out. Claudio, Pac, and Wheeler Yuta all deserve better than this garbage. Who you got, Dean?
Rated FTO.
Rated FTR, man. Just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? Next.
Yep.
It's been a while since we've had one of these, a title versus mask match for the ROH World Championship. Chris Jericho's title, Bandito's mask. So, on the March 26th edition of Dynamite, Jericho revealed he's interested in taking the mask of Bandito the same way he took Gravity's mask weeks ago. Oh! He basically unmasked TK's friggin' custom character. Say, I wonder something. Okay, I'm just trying to find something about Gravity now that basically he is, yeah, even though his real name is not on public record, but that's not the point. Because, yeah, he got unmasked, so, where can I find this? Because I just want to see who the hell is basically masquerading as freaking, yeah. So Bandito took it back. Oh, Bandito stole the damn thing. Where is it? If I could just... Oh, wait, that happened on the pre-show? Oh, it did.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, hey, Quiet Jam.
Yeah,
Oh, and they didn't
finally
even
one
bother
of
with
these.
the... And they didn't even bother with the payoff proper here. Okay, shit. I accidentally closed the thing. I gotta rerun it down. I was looking up something
Ladies and gentlemen,
here.
he accidentally closed the thing.
No, wait. No. Go back. Okay, so let me run... Now, where was I? So yeah, as a prompt, Jericho proceeded to offer Bandito a shot at the ROH World Championship, which proposed this AEW, well, this mask versus title match at Dynasty. But before we can cover that, we gotta get your thoughts on these other matches. So, Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland.
Oh, is that for the title?
Yes, unless stated otherwise.
AAW World. I think by hook and by crook, they're gonna. I think Swerve's getting it. I think it's time for the change.
We both hope to God you're right on this one, man. Now,
it's perfect time. It's a perfect time.
Now, Timeless Tony Storm versus Megan Bayne for the Women's World Championship.
Oh, dude, Megan. I hate to say this, but I think Megan Bayne's going to take it because they've really been building her up.
You know what? If she does, I'm not even going to be mad. Okay, and then Kenny Omega, Ricochet, Speedball, Mike Bailey, International Championship.
Oh, dude, I think Ricochet is going to take it. He's been the most strong. I mean, you don't give it to Speedball this early, dude, but you give it to Ricochet, and that's really going to make your chair start clanging. You know what I'm saying? So Ricochet, your new international.
Oh, you wanna? That would be a bad.
Dude, I had to trigger you somehow.
Well, hey, I'm trying to keep cool, man. I'm trying to keep cool here. I'm trying to because I had the majority of my driving lessons this week, and I finally have my license. So, you lucky I'm in a good mood, man. And finally, the Deaf Riders, Claudio, Pac, and Wheeler Yuta versus Rated FTR for the Trios Championship.
Oh, dude, I say, you know what? I'm very intrigued with the FTR separation here, so I say give Mr. Cope his first title run. So I say Rated FTR.
Which finally leads us back to this. Like I said, it's been a while since we've had a little title versus mask match. It's just too bad the unmasking of Gravity we never got to really see just who exactly was playing TK's dream. You know what I mean? But hey, beggars can't be choosers. You know what I mean? Well, what say you, Dean?
Dean.
Oh, I think he might be typing.
What?
Okay, who do you got for Chris Jericho versus Bandito? Title versus mask.
Bandito.
Ooh, I see. And now what say you, Quiet Jam?
This everything around the learning trees, atmosphere and stratosphere has been absolutely boring and stupid. And this is when Jericho's value is not more than the current U.S. Stock exchanges under the tariff threat. But, you know, that's just me. But I die, Jack. Easy win for Bandito. He's not taking his mask off. He'll be back to being a Ring of Honor World Champion, and Jericho can go take a nice long day off on his cruise ship.
You know what? I think I have to agree with y'all pretty much. Bandito for the win. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. Oh, hold on. I don't have the thing pulled up. Next. Oh. And here we have something that I have no idea where to even describe. This is Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole for the TNT Championship. Also, This match will have no time limit and no outside interference is permitted. What a strange specific set of rules, yet other normal rules apply. Weird. So, in any case, these guys are going to run it back one last time. Wait, that's it? Okay, here it is. They have fighten twice before on Collision, which is why if you're confused about this, don't be. You've tuned it out. That's why. The first meeting ended with Shane Taylor Promotion screwing shit up. Oh, that's where Lee Moriarty has been. See, Jesse asked me about that earlier. And the second battle ended in a 20-minute time limit draw. So basically, that's why we have these specific set of promotions here. Because otherwise, yeah. Okay. Hold on, I forgot to get his predictions. I'm gonna run it. As of now, I need a new mouse. I really, really do. So let's see. Okay, so hold on, I got this. It's not cooperating right now. What? Why is it not doing this? Okay, is there a way I can just... Okay, yeah, thank you. I can just do that. There. Okay, those are his predictions. So I have them here, so I don't have to go back to the DMs. So I'll just run the quick ones now. For the respective matches we cover, he said Moxley, Tony Storm, although his heart said Swerve, Kenny Omega, who pins Ricochet, the Death Riders, and I'll run through this when we run through everybody else. So, wait, and he said Bandito. So, okay. So, Dean, you're first. Who you got between Adam Cole and Daniel Garcia?
My heart goes to Adam. I want Adam Cole to win.
Fair. And also, Jesse says Adam Cole, so what says you, Quiet Jam?
I see absolutely no reason why they should try to rebuild something that has been injury prone and won't make the absolute reaction from the live crowd ever change again beyond, popping his theme music. Okay. Adam Cole had his time. He's played both sides of the fence. He's played a heel. He's played, the comic relief now. And I don't see the point of taking a title off a young guy who took literally 4 years to get to a title run so early on, in which he's been absolutely awesome as a champion. Okay, it's just kind of like the hands-off Darby Allin approach here. Okay, DG's got that Darby Allin kind of appeal to him. Maybe not when he's climbing a mountain, but Jack. I say keep it on DG, but Adam Cole gives him a good match and makes him look even more better than he is. So I say, DG retain.
Has anyone even really given much of a damn about Daniel Garcia's champ? I feel like it's not doing much, and I feel like all this stuff...
They don't book him, that's why!
Exactly, and that's my thing. Like, why even bother at this rate if it's not working? They can't be asked, they just handed it to him, like, here you go. I don't feel like the title's elevated him, and we're just stuck in this...
It's elevated his promo work. That's what really gets elevated in a title run. So, it's not about the match quality. It's about the fire in the promo, and he's been nothing but better on his promo work.
I mean, is it really that magic of a one, basically?
It is. In the grand scheme of Tony Khan, what catches his eyes is literally that.
Yeah, but clearly... Well, what is he supposed to do when he doesn't have that title anymore? Does it all just stay with him, or does it just...
No, he ends up staying at ringside. He ends up standing at ringside with Accident Andretti for the rest of his contract.
It's like upgrading all the damn special abilities. If you have, like, a special ability item in, like, Tekken 6 in the scenario campaign mode, but whatever. Yeah, I don't... I'd rather just throw it on Adam Cole. The man has been through enough hell as is anyway. Just give him if I cannot English right now, just throw him a bone like a dog or something. Just throw him a bone or something as a little sorry gift for all the crap he's been through.
Just throw him a skeleton at this point, because he's literally that.
Oh, whatever. All right.
Where's my... by the way, Quiet Jam, where's my chicken sandwich? Where's my chicken
sandwich?
Your chicken sandwich is currently about to be have inflation turn into a $40 proposition.
Hey.
Crazy!
I should have just ran that louder, but I'm pretty sure you guys still heard it. Stop it, you two. Okay, the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin versus the Learning Tree. Big Bill and Brian Keefe for the World Tag Team Championships. So, Where do we even begin with this? Hold on a minute, just other stuff here going on. Yeah, too much. Okay, so on the April 2nd edition of Dynamite, it featured another win for the Learning Tree, as Big Bill and Brian Keefe picked up a tag victory by defeating a pair of Enhancement talent. Then they called their shot for Dynasty by challenging the two. Bobby Lashley stopped MVC from responding to the challenge before walking away, but the match was confirmed anyways. Well, I think we can kind of see the writing on this wall with this, but let's get everyone else's. So, you're up first, Diener.
Uh, uh, Hood Syndicate.
Alright, and that's also what Jesse says, though he thinks they're going to win by DQ because MJF interferes to help, because he's the X Factor, I guess, because of his ongoing ordeal with MVP, though Bobby Lashley wants no part of it. What say you, Kwai Jam?
Oh, let's be completely honest. The other side of the learning tree storyline telling with these two guys has actually been more entertaining than the Jericho side of the learning tree gimmick. I actually like Big Bill, and I actually like the Bad Apple Keith. You know, I think those guys are due a title run, but not right now because Bobby Lashley and the other guy are literally studs, and I foresee in this match a very intriguing booking, as in they're in the match, and then MJF comes to ringside and starts cheerleading, and almost in a few instances causes Bobby Lashley or the other guy to be pinned to pass a two and possibly losing the tag titles, thus pushing forward the great dynamic of Bobby Lashley trying to plead with MVP that MJF is damaged goods and that he could cost them their gold. And that's that's the logical booking. So I say MJF comes to ringside and possibly, almost in several instances, causes the titles to be lost by them to the learning tree and to the learning tree tomb. So I do say, with lots of ringside shenanigans, MJF led, definitely the retaining by the business of Hurt here.
I'm gonna go with the Hurt Syndicate on this one. I do
The
not.
business of Hurt comes off the tongue so much more easily.
Nah, to you it does. But yeah,
Yeah, because everything to me isn't brilliant. So
Yeah,
follow my example.
but I can't see them losing so suddenly. So yeah.
Yeah, it just makes no sense.
Hurt Syndicate are going to retain. So let's
Mhm.
okay. And now we have the first of 3 Owen Hart Cup tournament quarterfinal matches.
How's this
to
not the
close it out.
pre-show? Explain that to me.
It might be. Who knows? We'll see. So here's what happened. After announcing the full bracket, AEW revealed several round matchups that are going to happen. This first round match is going to be between Will Ospreay and Kevin Knight. And so basically this came after Knight and Ospreay defeated Blake Christian and Lee Johnson in tag team action. So yeah, there you go. What say you, Dean?
What?
Johnson who?
No, I said Will Ospreay. No, no. Who is it?
Sorry,
Who do you got? between
Ospreay and Knight.
Kevin Knight?
Ospreay and Knight.
No, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're
I had
fine.
Lee or
Yeah, it
something.
seems like we're having some technical problems now. And Jesse also says Ospreay, or in his way, but we're not going to go there. All right, Quiet Jam, now you.
I'll keep this very simple. This match is going to be Ospreay making another guy look incredibly good. It's no different from what Kenny Omega's been doing in the last 3 years in AEW. I think it's going to be a knockdown, awesome, flippy dippy kind of match, but definitely Ospreay with no real competition. But Knight will give him a run for his money.
Do you like Kevin Knight?
I have not seen enough from this kid to either say I like him or I hate him. I saw him a lot in Ring of Honor. I saw him a lot in New Japan. I'll be completely honest. My first impression of him was it takes a lot to get out from the shadow of Kushida.
Wow. Yeah. So.
That's all I'll say.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Ospreay on this one. I think they're gonna probably have him and probably Fletcher in the finals. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because those two can make magic. So
Fletcher is night and day with Ospreay. Okay, at this point.
There's another one here. We've got Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart. So let's see. In the case of the women, after revealing the full bracket for the Women's Owen Hart Cup tournament, AEW announced this first round match between the two. And the winner of that match is going to face another winner, the winner of another first round bout between Athena and Harley Cameron. I don't think there's much more I can say here. Dean?
Definitely know Holy Kevin, so yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
Holy Kevin was
No,
who?
no. Athena.
Oh, yeah, Athena.
Yeah. Well, no. Between Mercedes Moné and Julia Hart. That's what's happening on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, Mercedes.
All right. Jesse also says Mercedes. Let's see what Jam says.
No, who is this again?
Mercedes
For
Moné versus Julia Hart.
for the TNTBS?
No, it's an Owen Hart Cup tournament quarterfinal
Oh,
match.
I actually, yeah, Mercedes money. That goes without any question. It's just,
Yeah.
this is another one of those matches where money is going to make like Julia Hart look more like money.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Mercedes Moné as well. And finally, that leads us to the absolute final, hold on, Battle of the Bands. Sorry, I'm watching Wheel here
Battle
on
of
this.
the Bands.
Sorry, I'm watching Wheel here on my phone because I got to finish this now. I might...
Hold on.
No, I was watching something else here. You know what? Let's just get through this last one here so I can get in there and relax sooner.
Is that possible?
Yes, and the final match of this pay-per-view is our last quarterfinal match on the card. It's for the Owen Cup, duh. It's Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe. Let's see. I think this was the most recent one. So yeah, Tony Khan announced that Mark Briscoe would take on Fletcher at Dynasty. And this is also a first round bout as well. So yeah, not much more to say. Dean?
Dean.
Mark David. No, Kyle Fletcher.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I know. I wish Mark Davis were here, but nah. Jesse also says Kyle Fletcher. Now Jam can bring us home.
Okay, one more time. The two participants,
Kyle
Mark
Fletcher
Davis
and Mark Briscoe.
Oh, dude, this is going to be probably the best of those own matches, to be honest, because Briscoe's on a roll right now. He's had 3 great freaking matches, which has got that old Briscoe magic that he used to have in Ring of Honor, unconsciously good. But definitely Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, I gotta go with Kyle Fletcher. They keep putting Mark Briscoe in these tournaments, but the poor guy just can't catch a break. It's a shame, really. I wish he would get better, but what can you do? Hey, if at least the Death Riders crap can finally end at Dynasty, we'll be singing from the top of the roofs. If not, oh boy, it's going to be another long month and almost a half or so until we get to Double or Nothing for a potential possibility of that. And that's when we'll actually have our final matches. Oh yeah, and I should mention Kevin Knight was the replacement for Jay White, who got hurt. So that's it. Oh, there's one more puzzle here to try to solve. Let's see, on the map. And, oh, by the way, before we do, thank you, Dean. Thank you, Quiet Jam. Thanks, Jesse, for sending me.
He likes me.
Stop it. Yeah, I almost could have had it there, but, yeah, zoned out. All right, guys. All right, just buckle down, you two, because by the 17th, we're in for the longest week of our friggin' run here. Because we got the triple crazy headiness of WrestleMania. We've got the Hall of Fame podcast. And just a reminder, if you haven't watched Bret Hart versus Steve Austin in a while or ever, go ahead and fix that. I'm going to try to do that soon here before.
And then watch a year prior at WrestleMania between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart's famous Iron Man match.
Yeah, that hasn't even been inducted yet. I'm sure when that's
I know, but I'm saying it's in that same league.
Yeah, but I'm saying only do that now because
WrestleMania
we're gonna have
12.
to talk about it as well, considering they're finally doing it. But we'll get to that. And then the 18th, we'll be covering both Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania 40. What is this, 41? Yeah, 41. So, oh boy, I don't even know what else to say other than, yeah, take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks for watching. Good night, and please pray that this company gets its act together. Stopping the Death Riders would practically be the first step. But for the rest of that, we'll see. Alright, everybody. We'll see you all very soon, actually, in about a couple weeks. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright.